Okay, folks in the Americas, do not mess around tonight, okay? Do not go partying too hard because it is just a couple days, less than 2 days, for the new Apple iPhone 3GS. I got it wrong earlier. I can't get these things right at my age. I called the 3GIS. Sounds like a Lexus sports car. Hits the stores in 8 countries. Apple has stopped taking pre-orders in the United States because they don't want everybody to descend on the 200-plus stores in America, snap them up, and then have nothing to sell to the next wave of people. Our next guest is Apple. AAPL is a must-own, a bellwether in this space, and he just upgraded his view in the company. Joining us from beautiful San Fran is Brian Marshall from Broadpoint AmTech. Brian has a buy rating on Apple. Brian, good afternoon to you. Did you get your pre-order in, by the way? You all excited? What are you going to do if you don't get your iPhone 3GS? Are you going to cry?
Well, you got to go. I got to get up early, but I get up early every day, so it won't be a problem. I'll get one.
Okay. How are the pre-orders going? What's the buzz you're hearing? Is this one going to be the real big killer app of the summer?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good launch for Apple. We estimate that AT&T will probably activate globally will activate over 1 million iPhone 3GSs over the next, call it week and a half that they have left in the quarter. So we think the market acceptance of the new product is going to be pretty positive from a market perspective.
Okay, what's it going to do to redefine this space? I mean, are people going to gravitate toward the funkiest, newest thing? Are they going to? What's going to happen with the $99 cut rate 8 gig iPhone, which is only what, 2 years old or something like that?
Yeah, the iPhone 3G actually is about a year old now. That was launched last September. So we believe that the market will actually migrate more towards the high end, the 3GS. It's about up to 2 times as fast. You have some new features and functionalities like a digital compass, for example. So we feel pretty confident that the general Apple customer is a high-end customer, and so we think that the high-end phones will be well received by the marketplace. But we do believe that the $99 iPhone, the 3G, will actually penetrate kind of the lower market that Apple wasn't penetrating before. So we think that this just basically expands the TAM, or the total available market for Apple globally.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, people are a little bit cubbyholed, right? They have to be AT&T customers. They're still the monopoly carrier, official carrier for Apple. But ever since the iPhone was launched, haven't people been kind of tweaking the innards and the circuitry? Some of the geeks, pre-teens, have found out how to do it, so you can use other carriers and not just have to be, solely directed to AT&T.
Yeah, Bernie, that's a good point. In fact, Apple, initially started using an exclusive carrier arrangement around the planet. And actually now there's only 3 carriers globally that have exclusivity with the iPhone. So I think the company's really migrated away from that. They want to have a multi-carrier approach for each country. Obviously, AT&T is exclusive in the States. We believe that arrangement is a 3-year deal. So that was signed, obviously, in June of 2007. So we've got about another year to go on that contract. And then our expectation is that the iPhone will be available to other carriers here in the U.S. But yeah, people tinker around with the OS and they try to hack into it and make it compatible on other networks. But AT&T is always launching refreshes on an OS, so they kind of take care of that problem pretty quickly.
Brian, they're not the only one out with a new funky handset, right? There's a big conference going on in Singapore, Communicasia, you may be aware of, where Samsung, LG, and the others, and of course BlackBerry has the Storm, the Curve, the Bold in a lot of Asia-Pac markets now as well. Apple is still, in contrast, a niche player, right? I mean, their market share of the global handheld smartphone category is still very, very minuscule, is it not? Is this new 3GS going to do anything to change that?
Well, although Apple's share of the global handset space is pretty small, in fact, we bumped up our estimates today to 37 million units for calendar year 2010. So that's obviously pretty small when we're talking about a billion-plus market opportunity. But on the smartphone side, we think that they're doing very well, and we think that they'll have the leadership position going forward. A lot of that's driven by the consumer base, and so if you look on applications, everybody's running towards applications and trying to get an app store like Apple. Apple has over 50,000 applications available, and the second vendor or OS is actually Google's Android, and they only have 5,000. The Palm Pre, which launched recently, has only 18 apps at the launch. So, yeah, we like Apple's position here.
Okay, good stuff there. Get up early Friday, 7 a.m. at all 211 U.S. stores. Get your 3GS, the $199 model of 16 gigs, 32 gigs can be yours for the price of $299.